focused innovation. Under his leadership, Delta is transforming the air travel experience with generational investments in technology, aircraft, airports, and employees. As a 20-year Delta veteran, Ed puts Delta's value of servant leadership at the core of every decision. Ed joined Delta in 1998 as a vice president and was appointed president in 2007. During his tenure as CEO, the Wall Street Journal named Delta the top U.S. airline. Fortune magazine called Delta, quote, the most admired airline worldwide. And Fly Global recognizes Delta as the most on-time global airline. In 2018, Fortune named Ed among the world's 50 greatest leaders. When asked to sum up his job in 5 words, Ed's response is, quote, taking care of our people. That's simple. Ed grew up in Poughkeepsie, New York, and has a bachelor's degree in business administration from St. Bonaventure University. He lives in Atlanta and is deeply involved in his faith, family, and community. And I'll tell you, it's not in his official bio. When things got difficult this year, Ed was a pillar in our business community. He stood up not just for Delta, but he was an example for the rest of us. Kept a steady hand, and he gave us all a role model to follow. And for that, I will remain forever grateful. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Ed Bastian.
Well, thank you, President Cabrera. It's a real honor to be here. It's a beautiful morning, and it's a day we will always remember. President Cabrera, honored alumni, proud parents, families, and friends, distinguished faculty and staff, and most importantly, to the accomplished graduates of the class of 2021 from the Georgia Institute of Technology, congratulations. I'd like to congratulate you on your graduation and recognize your extraordinary achievement in a year like none of us have ever experienced. It took perseverance, ingenuity, courage, and teamwork to inspire this success, not only from you, but from your parents, loved ones, as well as your faculty and staff. This is an accomplishment that we should all celebrate because we all did it together. A job really well done. Congratulations again. But this has been a year that we have learned far more than simply your chosen fields of study. This is a year that's awakened old learnings about ourselves. Much we knew, but had simply taken for granted. It was a year of discovery and renewal, but it was also a year of heartbreak and emptiness. It was a year that none of us saw coming, and yet a year that none of us will ever forget. It was a year of great loss in so many tragic ways, but also a year of triumph. A year we would not let our fears or anxiety stop us from achieving our goals and helping lead humanity through the greatest crisis of our lifetime. It was a year when the world was stopped. It was silenced. Maybe to enable us to better understand the vulnerabilities of our society, and the inequities were made visible for all to see. It was a year of great paradox, sacrifice and triumph, but also a year for us all to reflect on our purpose in this life and the responsibility that we carry to each other, and how we ensure the experience of the past year will create not only a better society for all, but a better opportunity for each one of us as you all pursue your path forward. So what were some of those learnings that this year taught us? For one, we learned anew about the resourcefulness of the human spirit, how we could at once physically disconnect from society out of survival, yet find innovative ways to be closer to one another than ever before, as we fought as one to protect each other in the face of danger. We learned the power of wellness and resilience. We learned that our state of well-being must never, ever be taken for granted again. How we redefine the future state of wellness and resilience will be some of the most important questions we all will take forward with us. We learned at a new level the power of technology to unite us and enable us to carry on despite physical separation. But we also became more aware than ever of the digital divide that separates our society, highlighting yet again another unequal playing field that we all must continue to strive to level. We learned to better appreciate the walk and the burden carried by the most vulnerable, even as many of us barricaded in our comfortable homes to shelter in place and watched as the least braved the pandemic to serve us in the face of danger. We learned anew that we're surrounded by everyday heroes in so many walks of life, from our nurses on the front line, to the essential workers keeping our communities operating, to the miracles engineered by our giant biotechs, all with the same goal of protecting and serving humanity. We learned that resilience extends far beyond our personal well-being, but to our world at large, and that our future depends not only on the health of our community, but the sustainability and the replenishment of our planet's health and resources as well. We owe that to our children. We learned the power of human connections can never be taken for granted. We miss the warmth of sharing a meal, celebrating a church service, or a Georgia Tech football victory right here in Bobby Dodd, or exploring a global adventure together with those we love. And we learned that the power and control we think we have in this life can be laid asunder overnight by an invisible virus, microscopic but lethal. And the only true power we had was in our unity, taking on a common enemy. If we could only muster up enough courage to apply that unity to overcome our differences in more walks of life, what a better world we would all share. Yes, class of 2021, you have received an education and an experience over these short few years here at Tech on a much deeper level than you could have ever imagined when you first enrolled. And I believe, as a result, your impact on our world also has the ability to be far more meaningful than any of you expect. That may sound ironic, given the struggles we've all been through. After all, the world today is in an anxious state, with fear and uncertainty surrounding all of us. But the world is also ready to be led by those who don't run from their fears, but lead through them, who recognize that their calling is not solely in their technical prowess, but their ability to touch a heart and heal the wounds of your community, to serve society with compassion, with empathy gained from the experience that we've all just been through. I truly don't believe there's ever been a more important time to embark on the pursuit of your dreams and leave your personal mark on our world than right now. So as you reflect on today's achievement and consider how that translates to the purpose that you will take to this world, I'd like to share just a few short life lessons that I hope will serve you well. At the start of the pandemic, a very smart man, in fact, he's the chairman of our board at Delta, Mr. Frank Blake, reminded me that this crisis would not build character, but reveal the character and the values of our company. Let me say that again. Character is not built by crisis. It is revealed in crisis. And it was that advice that I gave thought to literally every day in running our company over the last 15 months. It helped me make many of the important decisions that I've faced. Before any key decision over the last year, and there have been many, I asked myself, how would that decision reflect and communicate the values and the character of Delta? Who you are is defined by what you do, not what you say. And I'm pleased to say that in response to the crisis, our brand at Delta has emerged through the pandemic in the strongest position we have ever seen, thanks in large measure to the way our people cared and protected our customers during a very difficult period. Thanks to the value and the character that our people and our brand, as a result, which is the measure of trust that consumers place in Delta, has never been stronger. I think that same advice applies equally to all of you as you pursue your chosen paths. The choices that you make as you build your career, start a family, or pursue a dream reveal, not build, your character, your values, and your integrity. Your actions will speak louder than any great new business idea or innovative technology pitch that you may be contemplating. Remember, the most important asset that you all have is your good name. It's your brand, what you stand for, and no one can take that from you, not even an invisible virus. And only one person can destroy that, and that person is you. Protect your name and reputation. It's the most important investment that you can make. Second, don't let today mark the end of your learning and the start of your doing. Life is a learning journey. Make learning, your lifelong pursuit. I often get asked by young people, how did I get to where I am to be the CEO of Delta Airlines and lead 75,000 people worldwide? And I'm never really sure what to tell them. I certainly didn't have a playbook, and it's been a long road with many twists and turns. After all, when I was in your chair 40 years ago, I had never even stepped foot on an airplane. Didn't know what one was like. How could I have ever imagined running the world's largest, and might I add, best airline? Probably the last thing in the world that I would have told you that I'd be doing. But I did start my professional journey knowing that my education was only starting, not ending. And in seeking opportunities to learn new roles, new skills, meet new and different people, and develop talents I never knew I had, doors started to open. Success breeds success. People started to notice, and I seized upon opportunities. Some of them with risk, some of them not always successful, but all with the intent to expand my field of knowledge and expertise. And I'm still not done learning. No, I'm far from it, and neither are you. Third, develop confidence in yourself. If I was to highlight the most common attribute shared by many of the successful leaders that I've had the pleasure to meet and know over the years, it's their confidence in their abilities. Not arrogance, cockiness, brashness, or boldness, although I met plenty of those as well, but a quiet inner confidence, a fearlessness that was gained from years of experience pursuing their life goals with an unrelinquishing passion. Confidence is built by putting in that extra effort, taking on the more challenging assignment, being willing to step forward when others hesitate. Confidence is gained by understanding that life is a team sport, and the fruits of victory are a direct reflection of the caliber and the quality of the people that you choose to surround yourself with. Confident people don't need to be the smartest person in the room, because the smart people want to work with and for them. Confidence is gained in not being afraid to fail. I have found more life and career lessons in failure than I've had in success. Remember, the measure of a man is not in how he basks in his victory, but in how he handles defeat. That is where true character is revealed. Confidence is gained by putting yourself in unfamiliar territory to acquire a new perspective. And boy, have we learned to be uncomfortable this year. Confidence requires that you expand your horizons. Despite the pandemic, the world is increasingly a smaller place as technology draws us all closer. It may feel that it may have been suspended this last year, but that trend will not stop. Travel to distant lands as the world reopens. Learn from different cultures and different people. Be a citizen of the globe. Knock down barriers to bring understanding. Look at the world through someone else's lens. If you get this chance, please take advantage of it. It will advance your learning and build confidence faster than any other single piece of advice I can provide you. You will never be the same. And when you travel, be sure to fly Delta. A last word on confidence. It's equally important to be humble. Exude a quiet confidence. Remember, it is the work of those around us, our parents, our spouses and families, our co-workers, that help make us who we are. Never lose sight of how you get there, and never forget to give back to those who made your success possible. And fourth, and my final bit of advice, no matter your specific pursuit, life is most enriched by living a life of service. Service to your family, service to your employees, your coworkers, service to your customers, and service to your community. I've been blessed to have accomplished a lot in this world, but the achievements I've always been most proud of were a direct result of service to others. We're not put on this earth to be takers, to be of service primarily to ourselves. No, that's an empty life. We find our greatest achievements by assisting others to realize their opportunities and their potential, to be of service to them. It's this simple concept that sits at the core of the success of Delta Airlines. Delta is an airline. We fly big airplanes all over the world, but it's far more than that. Delta not only takes care of the travel needs of our customers, it brings the world together. It connects the world, brings understanding. Our mission is to serve the world better than anyone else, and in so doing, change the world for the good, one flight at a time. Our service ethos is what separates us within the travel industry. In fact, it's the only real thing that separates us. It's what I call our secret sauce. My number one job is to serve my employees. Their number one job is to serve you, our customers. And the better that we both do, the more you will reward us with your loyalty. That, in summary, is our business model, simply stated as that. Driven by a passion for service and creating lasting, magical moments for our customers and each other to keep climbing together. Service from the heart transforms people. It will transform your business. It will transform your family. It will transform you. As a man of faith, one of my favorite prayers is the prayer of St. Francis. In it, St. Francis of Assisi wrote, "For it is in giving that we receive." And in a year full of paradox, full of sacrifice and achievement, this lesson of service may be the ultimate and most important lesson of all. Today's a great day. You have overcome incredible obstacles to arrive on this stage. Your achievements are truly extraordinary. Congratulations. Yes, times going forward will be challenging, but I can also tell you that your opportunity to have a personal mark on this world has never been greater. Take full advantage of it and take others with you on your journey. Don't let your learning ever stop. Approach the world with well-earned but humble confidence. Travel to new and unusual lands. Remember to value relationships. Make service your impact in this world, and to thine own self be true. Good luck, class of 2021. We will all be cheering you on, and may God bless you all. Thank you.